Alright everyone, today I'm going to be doing a little tutorial video on my colony, the Alpha Draconian, or the Reptilian race. There's some tutorials in the game, but none of them over the Reptilian, so I thought I'd do a quick video about getting started playing as this team. And just so you all know, I'm the developer of this game, so I partway know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is start a new colony and just do a local game. I'm going to pick the Alpha Draconians, and Desert World is their default. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. I'm going to do a single city. And let's just call it Awesome Asami Reptiles. LOL. Smiley. Perfect. Alright. So on the Reptilians, you start out with this guy, the construction probe. And the first thing you're probably going to want to do is put up a micro reactor, which is your power plant. So we'll get that building. Now that we have power, the next thing you're probably going to want to build is, well, let's do the material silo. Let me change my view here so I can see my resources. And then we're going to want the slave gate. The slave gate is where you build all of your workers, which are insectoids in this particular civilization. So I'm going to move him over there for now. And to start out, I think I'm going to get an ore bug and a gold bug. Is that aluminum? Probably an aluminum bug. Oh, did I hit the wrong thing? Anyway, let's get these guys building. Then I'm going to select them all and say harvest. So we can start getting some resources. This high frequency node is something you don't have to worry about at the beginning of the game. This was a newer feature that is for broadband required buildings, which there aren't that many at the beginning. In fact, there's none. Alright, maybe a worker drone and a water bug. Start getting some water. Okay. Let's look at the prices here. We're going to want a paste extractor pretty early on, because it's really hard to get ant paste with this civilization. So I think I'm going to get a couple more ore bugs. Okay, these pools are infinite water. So what I'm actually going to do is put a powered material silo right here, which is basically going to give me a pretty well endless stream of water. Alright. Yeah, see, ore is going to be the big problem early on. Probably get a couple more ore bugs. Wait till they're all done. I'll select them all. Say harvest. And one thing you got to know is on these desert maps, there's not that much ore at all. The den is what lets you have housing, but you don't really need any at the beginning, because the thing about the Reptilians is you really don't need that many civilians at all, especially not at the beginning. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need an Antanium impactor before I can build that, which I can afford soon. So that'll probably be the next order of business. Alright, let's get that going. The thing about the Reptilians is they're kind of slower starting out than the other races, and they seem easier at first because there's no tech to unlock, but you quickly start running into scarcity of resources, and they end up being a lot harder than either the humans or the insects. Alright, so that's going to start slowly making me Antanium. And we're going to need another power plant before I can build my paste extractor, so I'm going to clone that and get another one going. Very good. Alright, well this says we're making 90 antanium per minute. And we need 150 more, so it shouldn't take too long, but we do have an aluminum problem. So I'm going to amp up my aluminum harvesting. And you can always use more ore and gold. I think you got to watch as your money. I kind of wasn't paying attention to it, but once you run out, you can't build anything else. So maybe I should start being a little careful with my expenditures. Oops. When you get this medium range Stargate, you can sell stuff to make more money. And if it's going to be a little while before I can make the paste extractor, I might go ahead and get an automated hydroponics lab. Now, the story with this is once you start getting civilians coming in, they can tend to come in pretty quick through that Stargate, and so they can eat your food up pretty quick. But if you start building it in advance, then you can get a little bit of storage of food built up, which will be good for later on. Just so you know, on this map, the fisher bug really is kind of worthless, I think. There is a Waterworld map where the fisher bug comes in handy. Well, actually, I wonder if he can harvest from that water pool. Maybe I'll just try it. Even though I made this game, I don't have the whole thing memorized. I've added so much content over the years that I don't always remember what everything does. But yeah, it looks like the fisher bug doesn't do anything here. So I wasted $100 on him. Alright, so now I'm waiting for 300 antanium and 140 aluminum. And I wonder if it makes sense to make another one of these. 700 power. No, I'm just going to do it. Hit the clone button. Get that going. I might put a light here in the middle of my town. Since it's dark. Alright. My nice little desert oasis is coming along here. Let's see, is there anything I want to build while I wait for that? I don't think so. I guess just for looks I could put some pebbles around, killing the time. I always think it's nice to put little roads around the settlement. Oops. There we go. Just let him build that. We're getting closer to my paste extractor. And after that, the next thing on the menu is going to be that medium range Stargate, probably, because we're going to have to start selling stuff to make money. Because before long, the taxes are going to start coming in. And you can find yourself out of money really quick if you can't pay those taxes. Getting close. It's 18 more Antanium. There we are. Okay, I'm going to put that there. While that builds, I think I'll queue up some more roads around it, just to make it look nice. Alright, so now that we got the paste extractor, the amp paste is going to be, okay, the paste extractor makes amp paste, which is one of the core building blocks for the base. And so with the Antanium processors and the paste extractor, the food generator, we got our water operation here. We pretty much have all the base materials that we're going to need for the beginning. So I think I'm going to end the introductory video right there. And in part 2, we're going to build this slave gate, not the slave gate, this medium range stargate, and start bringing in civilians. We're going to start building this other stuff, building up our government level. And we're going to turn this city into a thriving reptilian colony. So stay tuned for part 2.